The All Africa People's Conference, an organization formed by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah to oil Africa's total liberation drive, is 60 years old.
President Akufo-Addo used the occasion to ask the current generation to rededicate themselves to the aspirations of their forebears to liberate the continent from poverty and diseases. The president believed that by uniting to explore Africa's resources and talents, the continent can be the greatest force with a strong voice across the globe.
Ghana's first president, Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, organized the All Africa People's Conference in Accra to give impetus to the African liberation struggle. Accra became the baptismal grounds for more than 300 delegates drawn from 62 nationalist organizations, including liberation movements, trade unions, and youth organizations from all over the African continent. There had been Pan-African congresses and conferences prior to this. One unique thing about the 1958 conference was that it was the first of such gathering of Africans on African soil. Since the first gathering, two themes have run through the conference's deliberations: liberation and unity. At the time of the first conference, only 8 countries, including Ghana, were independent. Today, all African countries are free from the vestiges of colonialism and imperialism. There is no doubt that All Africa People's Conference shored up this agenda. The daughter of Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Ms. Samia Yaba Nkrumah, said a unified foreign policy for the continent is key to the continent's advancement.
We are also here not just to look back, but to look back and pick up from where our forefathers and mothers have left.
President Akufo-Addo paid glowing tributes to Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah for his singular leadership that yielded Africa's liberation.
In his speech at the inaugural conference, Kwame Nkrumah described the liberation of Africa as the task for the African peoples. He said, and I quote, "We Africans alone can emancipate ourselves. We welcome the expressions of support from others, for it is good to know that we are wished well in our struggle. But we alone can grapple with the monster of imperialism, which has all but devoured us," unquote. 60 years on, the vision of an Africa free from colonialism, which is the main object of the holding of the conference, has effectively been realized. And the free continent, the beneficiary of the work of the conference, must always remain thankful for its intervention.
The president was optimistic that Africa can be a great force to reckon with.
Our generation has an opportunity to rededicate ourselves towards attaining the twin goals of guaranteeing the liberties and freedoms of the African peoples and eradicating mass poverty in Africa. The process of rededication involves several things. It involves policy for significant investments in education at all levels. It involves policy for the structural transformation of Africa's raw material producing and exporting economies into industrial value-adding economies that can trade in products in the global marketplace at the high end of the value chain. It involves policy that will draw a clear map for the political and economic integration of the continent to enable us to maximize our potential and deal with the outside world on an equal footing. I am confident that we can achieve this Africa, which our forefathers and foremothers dreamt of, and for which some paid the ultimate sacrifice, if we work together.
The 60th anniversary celebration of the All Africa People's Conference brought some 1,000 Pan-Africanists together from the continent and beyond.